Hi everyone, I'm Ant and welcome to Ant's Country Life. Today I'm just starting a new stretch of wall up on the fell or on the hillside just outside Allendale. We've got 150 metres to do on this stretch. It goes all the way back down. So I just thought I would show you the start, and then as I go along I'll show you bits and pieces of it as we take it down and rebuild it. So what we'll start is we'll do all the gaps in the wall where the sheep and the stock can get out, and after that we'll start at one end and we'll do the rest of the metres in a stretch all the way up until it's done. So I'll show you progress as we go, but what I'll show you as well where I'm walling. It's a fantastic area, and as you can see this goes up onto a grouse moor as well, and it can be a bit wild, the weather up here. One minute it can be sunny and then the next it can be pouring with rain, but it's a lovely day up here at the minute. So hopefully I'll get a start, get some wall pulled out, and we'll see how it goes. This is the stretch of wall that has to come out. It's all collapsed and fallen away, but you can see the wall goes all the way down the field there into the bottom of the valley, and I'm just going to start here and take this out. We'll see what the rest of the wall is like, but it looks pretty poor condition, so we might end up doing quite a stretch just off this gap here anyway. So I'll take it out and then we'll see what it looks like. This little caterpillar you can see here as well, it's now hiding in the wall, and that's going to start to pupate and get ready to turn into a butterfly for next year. So we'll get quite a few of these hiding in the walls as well, and we'll come across them now and again. Now that I've got the wall pulled out, you can actually see how the wall was made and also acted as a drain off the fell. And here you can see on the outside they have big rows of stone all the way down. You can see them there, and the same on this side, big rows of stone all the way down. But in the middle they put all this rubble here and built the walls over the top. And what happens is all this rubble in the middle acts like a drain, so that the water can run down off the fell through all this hardcore here and help drain the land as well. So the wall was built over the top, and sometimes when it's really heavy rain and you're walling, you can actually hear the water running down underneath the wall. So it had more than one use when they were built. So the next job, once the bottom of the wall's pulled out, is to put this on the string line. You put this on from the front to the back of the wall there. You can see this one on the other side here, and that's your string line, so that helps you keep the wall straight and keeps it level as well, gives you a line to follow to try and keep the wall in rows as you're building it. So I'll put them on, and then we'll see how it goes to start building. So there you go, nothing fancy, just two plain string lines down from one end to the other on either side, and then that helps us keep everything in line as we start building it. There you can see I've got the bottom of the wall back in now, and we've brought it in quite a bit compared to where it had spread out. But as you can see, we've put the smaller stones back in the middle, and that'll act as a drain as well. And now the process is pretty simple. We just lift the string lines up at either end and put the stones on in rows. So you can see there that I've got a couple of rows on now, and at the top end they're the bottom throughs, which is the stones go from one side to the other. But you can also see still all the way up the wall here we just keep putting these smaller stones in, and this just ties the middle in as well and keeps it all nice and solid. So next thing to do is continue this row of throughs. They'll come all the way down the wall here to the bottom, and then I'll put the string line on and we'll get another row on top of them, and that's how the wall goes. You just keep building it up. You can see by the end of the wall there. So you can see that there, that's the profile of the wall. It's not pretty, this wall at all by any means. The stone's quite rough, but it is what it is. It goes up, and as long as it's strong and stock proof, the farmers is quite happy with that. So you can see there now, looking down the wall, all the throughs are in, and now it's just a case of I'll move the string lines and we'll carry on, put another couple of rows of stone either side, and then once we're near the height we'll put the top throughs on, and we're not far away. There you go now. So now you can see I've got a couple of rows on top of the throughs there. The wall's coming up quite nicely now. So what I'll do is I'll just put another row on, bring this wall up to about here, and then we'll put the top throughs on, which is these larger ones you can see here in the pile. We'll put them on the top, and then put a small row on top of them, and then the copes, and that'll be the wall up. So I'll keep showing you some bits as I go along, and you can see as it's coming up here now. So that's happy days. Now you can see I've got the wall here up to level with the string line. This now is ready for the top throughs to go on, which is the smaller flat stones. They'll sit on here, and it just joins both sides of the wall together and makes it a lot stronger. And then I'll put a little row on top of the stone that's left, and then the coping stones. So we're not far away now, and as you can see as well, you keep the middle filled with the smaller stones. That just helps keep everything nice and solid as well. So I'm going to put the row of top throughs on now, and then I'll show you when they're on. So there you are. These are called top throughs on the wall, and they just help hold both sides together. And now it's nice and solid, and it gives us a fairly level surface to put. What we'll do is we'll put a row of these horrible shaped ones. These will sit on somewhere, and then we'll put the copes on the top. You can see there now that's the wall mostly up. Top throughs are on, so I'm just going to put a couple of rows on, and then the coping stones on the top, and that's the first stretch of this new wall up. As you can see, there's a fair bit to go at, but also you look around where I'm at, it's an absolutely fantastic place. These mountains here are a grouse shooting moor, and it's all heather, and in another month's time this will all change colour and it looks absolutely fantastic as well. So you'll probably get to see that actually, because I'll be up here for quite a while. But we're in the middle of nowhere at the minute, and what a fantastic place. That's the string line on, and the top row of stones brought up level with it. You can see all the way down there. So now what I'll do is I'll set the camera up and I'll show you the copse going on, and then that's the stretcher wall finished. There you are, that's the wall done, and the coping stones on the top are all on, and they're actually put on to stop the sheep and the cattle from knocking the wall down. But also what happens is, when it rains, the water tends to run off either side of the stone, and stops it running down the middle of the wall, and it just helps keep the middle dry so that when it's frosty there's no moisture inside to expand and break the walls. So it has a lot of benefits as well, putting them on the top. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, how I built it, and if you did, if you'd like to put on your notifications and like and subscribe, and then that way you might get to see the rest of this being built as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.